Former Prime Minister John Turner's state funeral will begin just a couple of hours from now. It won't be a typical ceremony. There are measures in place to help curb the spread of COVID-19. CTV News' John Venevali-Rao is at St. Michael's Cathedral Basilica in Toronto, where the funeral will take place. He joins us this morning with the latest. Good morning to you. We know that this funeral will not be typical. It is not open to the public. First of all, what is the plan today?
Well, you're absolutely right. This is going to be a scaled-back state funeral. I mean, the last time we saw a state funeral for a prime minister in this country was 20 years ago, Pierre Elliott Trudeau. The plan this morning, the service will begin at 11 o'clock. Guests are to arrive at 10. There will be a cortege that will arrive from the funeral home. There'll be a Toronto police escort. We expect to see Mounties here in full red serge this morning, and the casket draped with a Canadian flag, as John Turner is taken inside of this cathedral for the state funeral. This cathedral has a capacity of 1,600, but they have scaled that back this morning to just 200 people, obviously taking precautions given the COVID-19 situation.
Yeah, really, this is the first time a state funeral has had to take into consideration public health measures. What will measures be today, this morning, John?
Well, first of all, I mean, they're taking the names and phone numbers of everybody who is attending. They're going to space people out inside of this church 2 meters apart. They're going to try and keep people who are within the same household in their own clusters within the church. So there'll be lots of spacing inside of there. Masks will be required, lots of sanitization, that kind of thing. They obviously want this to be a safe event, but they want to also properly honor the life of John Turner and his public service to this country.
Yeah, I remember 20 years ago, the funeral of Prime Minister Trudeau, and, there was this national outpouring, books of condolences, people lining up to go see him lying in state, and lots of remembrances about his life, and we're not seeing or getting that same sense with this passing of John Turner. But one thing that I learned that I'd love to share with everybody, and I didn't know, is that he at one time held the record for the 100-meter dash in this country, and that he had at one point qualified for the Olympic Games, but couldn't go because he got an injury.
Yeah, no, he was quite the, we can say it, the jock in the 1960s and 50s. You're right, and he had qualified for the 48 Olympic Games, but he had a bum knee and couldn't compete. Obviously, he was also known for being a corporate lawyer here in Toronto. Just someone who was seen as being very smart and ambitious, someone who stuck to his convictions, dearly loved to serve the public through politics, and was prime minister for 79 days and hoped it would be longer, but certainly spent some time there on Parliament Hill as prime minister.
I know the guest list is short, but who will be there to honor him today?
Well, we do know that Prime Minister Trudeau will be here along with his wife. They will make some remarks. John Turner's daughter, Elizabeth, will speak at the service, as well as several close friends. John McDermott, the Canadian-Scottish tenor, will be performing Ave Maria and Amazing Grace. So we're expecting a service, a traditional kind of Catholic funeral mass. There will be music, there will be readings, there will be some prayers offered, a service that is expected to last about 90 minutes.
John Venevali-Rao joining us from Toronto this morning, the state funeral for John Turner. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.